Thanks for joining me back here at Tiny Little Homestead. I'm so excited you're here with me. I wanted to pop on today and talk about what is homesteading. So I had a gentleman come to my work one day and we were just chatting, and he said, "What is homesteading?" And I don't know why, but for the life of me, I guess because I live in the country, I just thought everyone in the country knew what homesteading was. But my idea of homesteading, and everyone's is going to be different. It's just according to where you are and how you're living, and it's not very hard to be a homesteader. But my idea of homesteading is not only just being self-sufficient and living off of my garden or the farmer's market or anything like that, but I tried to share with him. I actually had a perfect homesteading day that day that he asked me. So I work in this service industry, and I was providing a service to a customer, and she is a local meat farmer, and so for trade for the services that I provided, she brings me meat. So that'll be a beef, lamb, and pork. And I haven't found anyone to barter with for chicken, but I am looking. So anybody out there that is a chicken farmer or knows of one, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to set up some kind of bartering schedule, or even paying for chicken, because I do buy chicken at the store, and I'd rather buy farm fresh chicken. So that is part of homesteading to me, and so bartering, I did that, and then I provided a service to another client, and as a tip, she brought me 4 dozen eggs, and so I get a lot of anything that I would purchase from the store, I can get bartering, and to me that is part of homesteading. And I get so excited when I don't have to go to the grocery and actually purchase chicken that it has been frozen for I don't know how long and processed a certain way. And now I do use that for a backup if I run out, or if I need a specific item and I don't have it, I will definitely go to the grocery and purchase that. So don't get me wrong, I do shop at the grocery, but I try not to. Not that I don't want to support my local grocery, I definitely do, but I try to really be self-sustainable, and sorry, this is wobbling. I try to be self-sustainable and live in a way that I do not have to shop at the grocery and purchase processed foods if I don't have to. I am learning how to make bread. I do make a sandwich bread, and we just love it. Sometimes we have that with dinner, or as a sandwich bread, or with a soup or something like that. It's a little different consistency than store-bought sandwich bread, but it is so good and yummy, and we enjoy it. It's hard not to eat it all right out of the oven. But I do want to also try to figure out how to do a sourdough bread, so I'll be starting a sourdough starter for fall soups and such. So you like to sop your bread up in the soup. I do anyway, and so that is going to be a fall treasure. But that is also part of homesteading, just trying to make as many things as you can at home. Living simple does not mean quick and easy. That does not mean quick and easy. Simple life is really taking pride in having the opportunity to cook your own food. A lot of people don't want to, they don't have the time to, they're exhausted when they get home from work, and a lot of times I am as well, and I'll just run out and get something from the grocery, or something quick from fast food, or a restaurant. We'll go sit down, and so a lot of the foods that we're eating are still processed, but I'm really trying not to be that way, and live a more healthy life, a more healthy diet, so not so many saturated fats or high corn fructose syrup. Yeah, so to me that's homesteading. Right now I just have a garden, and I still call myself a homesteader. I am just learning the homestead lifestyle, and I was not born into a homesteading lifestyle, so if I can do it, anyone can do it. And I have faith in you, and I want to encourage you that you can call yourself a homesteader. Just think of one thing today that you can create, grow, do, put up, to advance your homestead. So if you want to be called a homesteader, and you don't have a garden, but you know you can get fresh vegetables from the farmer's market, or even just go get something from the grocery, and learn how to can some pickles. Cucumbers that's probably like the easiest thing to learn, canning cucumbers or making pickles. And I do have a tutorial on some Polish pickles. If you go back into the library, there's a tutorial there on some delicious slippery jack pickles. And so you can be a homesteader without having a garden, living in the country. If you're living in the city, but you want to eat fresh foods or be able to process foods on your own without having all the chemicals that go along with processing, that's the best way to do it, is just go get you some fresh vegetables from the farmer's market, or even from the grocery, get some organic vegetables, and look on YouTube for some processing and tutorials, and you can do it. Like I said, if I can do it, you can do it. Homestead is cooling off. We are, just a little update, we are getting ready to grow a little bit. We're going to be purchasing a chicken coop this week, and we're excited about that. So that will have to be processed as well, because yeah, I want to modify it. I want it to be a little pretty thing, so it's going to be a work in progress as well. So you know, we always like to have projects here on the homestead. So again, that is part of homesteading. It's all a process. There's no I'm not a master at any of this. I am just learning as I go, and I'm just sharing the joy of homesteading with you, and I thank you for joining me and letting me share that with you. One other thing is that building a community is homesteading. We want to be able to share, and let me put this here. We want to be able to share the bounty that we receive. If we perhaps cannot, if we cannot eat everything, then we need to share it with our neighbors, or come up with some kind of a selling point that we can share with our neighbors, or on Facebook. Or I have a new friend on Facebook, and she has the cutest little farm stand. It's just like a couple baskets outside with a table and a little rolly cart with some little cute little gingham fabric, and it's she just says, you know, come on by, and it's $5 a bag, fill it up, and it's great. It's just like her excess. She just says come on by, and it's on the promise, you know, I don't know what you call it, a faith thing. So she doesn't have to be out there. You just come by, put your $5 in the bucket, and get you a bag full of goodies. So that's another thing you can do if you make breads, or if you can or freeze, or like one time I needed a service, and this is another example of homesteading. I needed a service, and we did a trade, and so I had extra meat from my meat farmer, and I utilized some beef roast or something like that. I had extra, or some lamb chops or something, and so we traded the services that I needed for the extra meat that I had on hand. And so that was so fun for me. I felt like, you know, I got the biggest sale deal ever, and so it didn't put a dent in my pocket, and it was just another day, but a little excitement on top. Anyway, so homesteading can be many things, and it's just really what you make it. And so that's how I am doing it. I'm planning on getting our chickens soon, probably having chicks this winter, and winterizing them on the back porch. If it gets too cold, we'll have to bring them in. I don't know how we're gonna do it. I really don't. Kind of wanted to wait till spring, but a friend of mine encouraged me. She said, you can do it, we'll help you. And so we're gonna give it a go, and just cross your fingers and say a prayer for us. And but anyway, we're getting back to the land, living off the land, and I think that's what God intended us for us to do, is live off the land. And saying that there is a back to the land festival coming up here in not this weekend, but next weekend, 23rd, 24th. I'll link the information down below. And I'm going to be volunteering there, so come on out. I'd love to see you. We're going to have lots of fun. There's going to be educators on beekeeping and water catchment and safety and security and all things homesteading and meat processing and just so many things. So I hope to see you there. I hope that you will come out and be a part of our community, join our community. That's what we need to do, is build up our community so we can help one another. Again, whatever I have extra and my neighbor doesn't have, then we will trade for whatever we can, or I just share. So there's, even services like bulldozing or building or plumbing or electric work or whatever. There's always something that needs to be done on the homestead. And or even if you just own a house and you want to save some money and you have a little extra something, or you quilt or you make blankets or sew, or lots of people don't know how to do those skills anymore. So it's very important that we do keep those skills and offer those services to people who need them. And that's homesteading. I hate that I ranted on and rambled on, but I hope that you get the idea. And one more thing. I also my sister is also learning to homestead, and we barter with each other. And I know it's weird because most times family, we don't charge each other stuff, but typically, but if we do, then we will barter. We will. I bought some cow's milk. It's okay, baby. I bought cow's milk, extra cow's milk, and she had. It's okay. It's okay. She had some pumpkins, and my pumpkins did not do well this year, so we bartered for. I got pumpkins and she got some of my extra cow milk. So that was really neat. And so it's always exciting when things like that happen, and you just see the process of homesteading, and I just really enjoy it. Some people won't. It's not for you, and that's okay. We love you anyway. And but anyway, I wanted just to pop on here and explain, probably for too long, what homesteading was to me. And you just make your homestead what you want your homestead to be. And I hope that this video has helped you, and I will get on again probably next week, and we'll talk about something else. So I hope that you will come out to the Back to the Land Festival. We will love to see you, and there's going to be lots of fun and lots of people, and people from all over the world. So I hope you come out and say hi. And I hope this was informative to you, and if you will leave any comments in the box below, the comment box below, or like and subscribe, please. If you don't have an account on YouTube, it's not hard, doesn't cost anything. Just log on, put you in a little password, and then you can subscribe and all that good stuff. So I thank you so much. Thank you for coming by, and I wish you happy homesteading. Thanks so much. Bye bye.